Okay, attempt number 2 at making this video. The first one ran a bit long and I was rambling a bit. This video, also, I'm rambling again. I'm going to ramble because that's the way I make one-take videos. The last video I made, I had something in my hair, it was annoying me, and the whole camera was out of focus. I spent a lot of money on this Canon G7X, and it won't even focus, man. The autofocus doesn't even work that great. Anyway, I'm making this video because I was watching a video by Jed, Into the Mystery 13, and he was talking about like what's up with my channel, how it's changed, and how my viewers are disappointed with how it used to be a vlog and now it's something else, doing reviews and such. And at the same time, because like a lot of things in my life, everything's a coincidence, I got a message, a nice long email from Eddie, and he basically said in a lot of words basically that, what are you talking about? Like, people are not going to understand this last video that you made that's about, this is my Wi-Fi alternative video, and just me talking about a bunch of different devices and talking about cat, Wi-Fi, WAN, put this cable in here, and I add this RJ45, and I get it, like most of my viewers, my current viewers don't have the technical aptitude or experience that I have to like make sense of that, and I kind of come off like shallow, like maybe I don't know if that's what he was saying, but it kind of, the last thing he said, I don't fear deep water near as much as I fear shallow people. And maybe there's some meaning in that, because I don't know, maybe I'm not explaining, I'm coming off maybe arrogant or something like that, and I should explain it better. What's going on with the camera here? There's like something on it. Is that, oh no, that's my RV. Anyway, so like I don't get technology a lot too, so anyway, I wanted to make this video to like sort of the same topic, like what is going on with my channel and why am I making videos now. In the very beginning of my videos, it used to be a vlog. I was chronicling my journey living in Washington and moving down to the Bay Area to find work. Bayward. I was heading in the direction of the Bay, and it was this major change in my life that I wanted to record for historical purposes, and it chronicled bits and pieces of my journey as I tried to find work in the Bay Area, me living on the streets. The channel name was Bayward Boondocker. Back then I didn't know what boondocking meant, but actually what I was doing was I was in an RV and I was urban stealth camping. Okay, so that's how my channel started, and it's sort of morphed over the years. Like I said, I used to have, here's the progression of my channel. It started with me getting a Class C RV, 1994 Tioga, much like Nomadic Fanatic has right now. I was the original Nomadic Fanatic, but I'm just not as entertaining. I don't know. I'm definitely not getting the views and hits, and I'll talk about that later. But let's go on a progression here, and I'll try to make this short. I moved to the Bay Area in a Class C RV. I lived in it with my dog. I eventually found a job and moved into an RV park. I lived there for 2 years. I hopped a few different jobs, and after one of the jobs I went to Thailand, and there for 3 months decided that I would live life instead of gambling on a retirement, which a lot of people don't actually, it's a gamble because you could die and not actually, you know, live that long. I wanted to live a little bit of retirement, work in spurts, and contracting is great for that, especially in tech. That's, the economy is moving towards like a contractor-based economy. So that worked great for me. So I was in Thailand, I came back, started another contract, very high stress, in downtown San Francisco on Market Street, and was there for, shoot, I don't even know, like over a year. But after that, repeated the cycle, went on a vacation. I met Tiffany on my last day of work. We went on a date, and she ended up flying out to meet me on my 2015 road trip. I've done 3 road trips now. The first one went down to Texas, met up with family, and then she flew into San Antonio, joined me in the van. I had Ellie, my dog, with me at the time, and it was hell. Like, that was my first trip. It was fun. It was an adventure. Parts of it were like fun, but parts of it were hell, because we were in, like, I just remember waking up, and I used to drink back then, and you know, kind of get like a hangover, dehydrated. I'm out of water. I've got my dog and my new girlfriend, and then the sand is everywhere because we're like on the beach. It's just really hot. So like it was the good and the bad. It was like a true adventure, and I chronicled all that on my videos, and people didn't quite make sense of it because I was late to editing. That's been another prime complaint of my channel. It's like, I can't follow the storyline. What's going on here? And I'm trying to fill you guys in. This is what happened, okay? So I went down to Florida. I met up with Wanderlust Estate, and then in Wilburson, which was cool, and then gave me they introduced me, I guess, over the internet through email to told Mike that I'd be heading his way, and Mike agreed to meet up. And he wasn't always as social as he is. He's not like really a social guy. He's sort of like me. I'm an introvert, okay? And I think he has a little bit of those qualities too. But he has become more social with his channel. So that was my first 2015 road trip, kind of a circle around the United States. Came back, repeated, got another contract, okay? And so the last trip was 2016. Went across the United States to Yellowstone. Okay, I've got a lot of videos, spent a lot of time on those, didn't get a lot of views, and we're talking like 350 views with like all the time that I spent on it. But you know what, it's just a journey, and it was fun. I enjoy video editing, so a lot of this channel is my creative outlet, right? So it's not necessarily about the money or the views, like the likes and everything. It is, and it's nice to get like recognition, but I put those videos out, and then I came back, got another contract, okay, and did that, and then that came to an end, and I didn't necessarily want to go on the next trip. It's just that, hey, I built out this van, and this is like kind of my ideal of living, and I kind of like forced myself to go on it because it was like October and it was cold, and the only places I didn't want to go down south for some reason, and it's just, anyway, I ended up going north, and it was like the winter, and I went up, I got to see extended family, and that was awesome, and then I got to see my grandfather. I haven't seen him in decades. Okay, so basically what I'm telling you guys is I've been chronicling my journey living, going on van trips, and this is probably what you guys have come to expect, okay? That was my second vehicle. Okay, Class C RV was the first, and then the cargo van, stealth cargo van, is the second, okay? You know, I moved in with Tiffany, and she didn't want to move into the small RV because it was too small and it was too dirty, okay? Let's be honest. And she has definitely like made me like clean up my act, and I've become a more cleanly person because of her. I don't know if she would agree with that, but like I notice, I'm always like doing dishes to like so she doesn't get upset, hiding wires. I never used to do that stuff, but anyway, she's like made me strive to be like a better person, I guess, in that regard. Okay, all right. Okay, so here's where we are now. I was in the apartment for like 2 years, and I just, in the back of my mind, I always want to get out of this like rent slave. I used to watch a lot of G4T, opened my eyes up to, and I was kind of aware of this too, but it was something I was interested in, and he opened my eyes up to just kind of the debt servitude that we're in right now, and that kind of motivated me to get a van in the first place, and just think along these lines, and not even like own property. That's kind of my mindset at one point, because society can come against you and put a lien on your property, and you're always paying taxes, and so I'm sure that's why you guys like really love the RV and van lifestyle. Really, when I was living in the apartment, I wanted to get back to that, not necessarily being mobile, but more of like frugal living. And we looked into tiny houses extensively, but there's just too much trendiness to it. We looked at some of them, and they're just like way overpriced, man. This is like Instagram, you know, like, hey, I live in a tiny house, like the hashtag van life. Just like really annoying, the whole thing. And it's the age-old question, like, okay, you got this tiny home, where are you gonna park it, you know? It's not really built to do a lot of travel anyways. So I ended up getting a fifth wheel. I wanted to live somewhat frugally, so I'm in the Bay Area here, and housing is just outrageous, man. It's crazy. You guys have heard of this, you know. There's no way, even like as a high earner, if I was making a lot of money. I'm unemployed. Okay, I've been unemployed for a while, and that's kind of, I made a video about, is the van still right for me, and I talked about that, okay, and how I've just turned 40 and my ideals have changed, okay. I want to focus on my career, nose to the grindstone for the next 10 years at least. I can't focus on more than that, but I just want to save, and I always save. That's when I'm working, I always save, but I'm focusing more on becoming a W-2 employee instead of like a contract worker, and this way I can be employed for longer periods of time, because I was only employed for like 6 months last year, like half the year just off. Like, what in the hell am I doing with my life? I just have this sort of aversion to interviews, and by the way, guys, I just had an interview today. It's pretty crazy. Like, I just went through an interview, and it was the best interview of my life. Like, it just really pays off to like keep studying, always be learning, no matter, you know, always be putting, you know, working on getting yourself towards a goal. And damn, like half of like getting a job is just talking the talk, and then, you know, selling yourself. And you can't bullshit in these tech interviews. They can be quite tough, but as long as you can like talk the lingo and just make it feel like you're a cultural fit, then you'll do good. One of the biggest problems I had, that I have with interviews, is I just get really nervous, man, and I just dread, even like, I've been putting this off for so long, like getting like really serious about the job search, but it's tax time, and I'm looking at my bank account, and it's just like do. So and I'm gonna have a tax bill coming in because I was a 1099 contractor, so that kind of scares me, and that kind of motivates me, motivated by fear. And so I'm going to be, you know, I think I'll get a job offer, which is what I'm trying to say here. Wow. So let me give you guys a tip. If you guys experience like social anxiety, you don't want to go on these pharmaceutical you know, pills and all this kind of shit. I used to take some of that stuff, but like Paxil, oh my god, dude, that is like drinking, or it's like drinking a couple beers, man. But my eyes get dilated, and I don't know, man, especially with what you're hearing about like how people are snapping and stuff. It does kind of like put you out of reality. So and then that definitely like overcame my social anxiety. But I am finding, let me tell you something, something that I use to kind of like help me here. Good sleep, enough sleep, a nice walk to get your blood flowing, a shit ton of black tea. I don't like coffee because it just spikes you and then a crash. And then this thing called, it's an amino acid that I kind of got turned on to, and it's unregulated by the FDA currently, and it was sold at GNC, and I don't think they sell it any longer, but you can buy it on the internet at liftmode.com or something like that. I'm not like promoting this or anything. I just want to tell you my experience, like, because this was a really big thing for me, guys. Like, I took this amino acid, you just mix it in water, and it has like a kind of a tart taste to it, and then within a couple hours you're just like, it's an anxiety mood calmer. So let me just tell you, I was in this interview being grilled by 3 people, and they're all like asking me technical questions, and here I am enjoying it, because for the first time I was like able to actually express myself, and my mind is working. I'm not like under the influence of drugs and alcohol. By the way, I'm really proud of that, so I need to mention that. I haven't had a drink in a year and 6 months. I have this app on my phone, Sobriety Now, on Android, and it has like a little counter. Anyways, I'm really happy about that. And you know, I don't smoke weed. No, I'm not saying I did, but I don't, and I'm just like drug and alcohol free. And do I consider like Phenibut or caffeine or any one of these like drugs? Like, I really needed this to get through my interview, okay? And it's not like addictive or anything like that. There's no like real side effects. But it really is a game changer, and I don't know, if you guys have social anxiety, if there's anyone out there that does this, especially for like job interviews, like this is so crucial to your career, like landing a job. And if anxiety is getting in the way, like I can't even like, if I'm like have anxiety, I can't get, you know, form my thoughts, get them across without like, and my eyes tearing up, because like I'm a freaking wimp, dude, sometimes. For the most part, I mean, a lot of people, it's funny because like when I was in high school, I got the most outgoing award, or some award for being most outgoing. I think that was maybe a troll by some of my friends. They kind of like all voted for me. But I don't think I was that outgoing, but anyway, I can be outgoing, and I'm like a friendly person one-on-one, but like big social groups, like, oh, I can't do it. And especially like technical interviews, like, oh, go up on the whiteboard and you know, show us a diagram of this and this and this. Okay, so I don't want to go on too much of a diatribe here. I'm just really happy, guys. I might be getting a job offer from this place. It's only 10 miles or 10 minutes away, so that's really cool for me. We'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'll update you guys on that. So let's go back to what I'm making this video about. So I think the name of the channel will be like RV arbitrage, being that I'm living here, high cost area, getting my expenses down really low, and yeah, that's why I bought this RV. Of course, I paid $56,000 for this damn thing, and I'm just really in debt. But I've calculated, this is what my channel is about now. I think it's all over the place, but it's mostly me living in this RV, doing like little hobbyist things in it, and I've got a techie background. I'm a nerd at heart, and it's about how I am arbitraging. I'm living in the Bay Area for cheap, and I've calculated that in 7 years, just by the savings and rent in the area, I'll have this thing paid off in savings. And I have a very like investment-oriented mind. Like, I'm always thinking about like the long term and my financial. I'm not just like a survivalist, but I'm like a financial survivalist, because I feel like money equals freedom, and I really want to have more freedom in the bank to make choices in my later life. You know, you can go about life in many ways. I don't know, that's just an area that I'm like kind of a survivalist in. So I like to have money in the bank, and you know, I was like, I like Bitcoin, and I try to get out of the system. Like, I think 401ks are a scam, and the stock market, of course. So I try to like not be involved in any of these societal things, and try to exit the matrix the best I can. And you know, me living in this RV here, this fifth wheel, is an extension of that, because one day I'll be able to tow it, and you know, if there ever is financial crisis, or the libtards take over and they censor us, and they take away the First Amendment, Second Amendment, and they start coming after anyone that voted for Trump. I don't know, man. There could be like a big swing. It seems like there's a cultural battle going on, and I'll try to keep the politics out of this video. My first take of this, I started going on talking about my career, how the H-1Bs are flooding us, and I'm getting squeezed by staffing agencies. I'm only making 1/3 of what they're charging, the billing to the client, the company. Anyway, and I'm in the middle, and like, I can't get a job because here I'm on the diatribe. I'm sorry, but it's tough. Okay, it's tough for a citizen to get a job. Okay, and you know, disclaimer: I have nothing freaking. I'm not racist, man. I like all people. People are equal, but there are borders and nations for a reason. And anyway, I like to not talk about this anymore. And that's it, guys. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys, and this video is already at 19 minutes, but you know what, at least on this take it was a little smoother delivery, and also my face, I can see is the focus is working. It's got that little box around my face. I've got a G7X Canon. I've spent a lot of money on this dang thing, so I'm finally getting to use it. And as far as my channel, why am I making videos that are just like rambling all over the place? It's because it's not a vlog anymore, and it's kind of like what the fuck ever it is. It's a it's me recording, just, you know, picking it up. Hey friends, this is what I'm working on, and it may not make sense, and I'm sorry, but I'm not like catering to a specific audience. But although I really appreciate the feedback, you guys don't know, man, I really do enjoy reading your thoughtful feedback, and that's why I'm making this video, to help answer that question for you, Eddie. How will this channel play out? I told you what it's going to be, and you know, sorry that I'm not like breaking this down and making it more digestible, and I might do that. Like, I will do like a summary video of my findings. More, this is like a vlog into my tech projects, is what that is. That whole series of the series where I'm wiring, you know, putting Cat5 Ethernet cable throughout my fifth wheel. That's a series, and you know how I'm trying to get cheaper internet, faster and free internet using Xfinity wireless hotspots and load balancing the connections. And you know, yeah, I'm sorry, it's technical and it might not benefit everybody, and but you know, tough guys, toughen up, you know, I'm so sorry for you, but that's just the way it's gonna be. You know, my channel, here's the thing, guys, I'll just be full disclosure here. I'm not like making great amounts of money on this. I peaked at like $50, and I'm only telling you guys this because Will Prowse is an RVer in the Bay Area, and I like his content, and I'm happy that he's doing really good. He got like 3,000 subscribers just last month. He's up to 20,000 subs, but he's making $1,000, and he's like not afraid to like put that. It's like, here's how much I'm making, guys. And dude, I appreciate that. I think that's cool. So I mean, full disclosure here, I'm making 50 bucks a month, and it's mostly from like my older videos. I think maybe I went a little political there, but YouTube is mess with my algorithm, and I'm not getting any discovery. Like, it's almost like formulaic how many freaking views I get on my videos now. It's like 250, maybe 300 if it's a little more interesting, but after 2 days it just dies off and I don't get anything. But thank you to the Patreon supporters, and I'm really sorry if like the content has changed. I understand if you want to like take your money out or whatever, or if you guys want to donate more, like definitely that is a motivator for me to like check in more and provide you like updates. But I'm just sorry if it's not like the content you want, and I'm trying not to go as political as before and making fun of the libtards, and that's why a few people started donating to my Patreon after I started getting like demonetized videos, which hasn't been a problem lately, so I'm thankful. But I think overall they kind of like demonetized me by turning down the discovery algorithm or something like that, so I don't show up like on their homepage as much. I don't know what's going on, but basically there's not a lot of financial incentive for me to do it, and it's just, as a lot of YouTubers say, it's just like a huge time suck. I'm not a perfectionist, but I do enjoy like video editing, and so this is like a creative outlet for me to do that. But it's just not like worth it to spend like 5 or 6 hours editing, doing the thumbnails, uploading all this junk, right? Doing the keyword SEO searches. But I think, you know, like I'm making videos, and if it's not for you, because I don't have an audience anymore, guys, a lot of them already abandoned me. Like, they'll watch for a while and then they're like, I can't make sense of this, the chronology of this. And I've already explained that the reason that my shit is like all over the place is because I edit. It's just so time consuming. So I'll edit whenever I have time, and anyway, so I hope that explained a little bit for you guys, and thank you for watching up until this far. If you have, I really appreciate it, and use my links in Amazon. I've never made any like amount of money on Amazon links. I don't know how people make money with that stuff. And but you know what, I really appreciate the comments, the feedback that I get from you guys, your viewership, your participation in this channel is so cool, and I love getting like feedback as far as ideas, you know. It points me in like new directions, things that I can research. And anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped, and and I guess I'm gonna go upload this. I'm not gonna edit it. I already made that decision. So, all right, take care, guys. And what is the theme of this channel? I don't know, but all I know is that you've got a friend in Bayward. All right, take care, guys.